Welcome back to a new episode. Today we're going to do fun facts of Leave the World Behind. We are done with Christmas, sadly. I love Christmas. We'll see you next year for more facts of other movies that are popular and for new movies that have come out. Um, so today we're doing facts of Leave the World Behind because that one's very popular right now on Netflix, and I thought lots of people are talking about it on TikTok and how it could be very real, and I don't believe it can be really very real. I do believe there will be disasters throughout this world, but the world always tends to heal itself, and then we kind of get back to a better state. There's a lot of crisis going on right now, and I believe we just need to keep supporting each other the best we can. So let's move on to something more positive. So fun facts and hidden Easter eggs of Leave the World Behind. So the first one, of course, is Friends. So Leave the World Behind features many references to NBC sitcom Friends. The most consistent pop culture reference throughout Leave the World Behind is the sitcom Friends. As the United States moves closer to collapse, the youngest Sanford child, Rose, played by Farrah McKenzie, is upset she cannot watch the final episode of Friends due to the impending disaster disconnecting the internet. The references to Friends act as more than a nod to the movie star Julia Roberts, who guest starred on an episode in season 2. And signaled the modern era's obsession with escapism, nostalgia, and media. Leave the World Behind ends on a strangely upbeat note as Rose, confined to a doomsday bunker, finds a stockpile of DVDs, including Friends. How would you feel about being stuck in a bunker, whether it's for a whole year or the rest of your life? Would you end up feeling a little bit like you're going crazy, or would you love it? Because all you gotta do is you could exercise, sure, but there's also there's food available, but you just sit around and watch TV all day. Would that not get boring to you guys? Would it feed our addiction more? Would we go a little crazy because we would like to go see the outdoors but we can't? I'm curious what your thoughts are. Leave the World Behind cleverly foreshadows. So going back to that, I always think that it would be it's always the idea sounds nice, but then when it actually comes, it's okay, now I'm really bored and we gotta do more. So in the first 20 minutes of Leave the World Behind, husband and wife Clay and Amanda Sanford, played by Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts, are seen playing the board game Jenga, where participants must remove one wooden block from a tower at a time until it invariably collapses. This Jenga game cleverly foreshadows the societal collapse that Leave the World Behind is building towards. Later on, when the characters witness the announcement of a national emergency on television, the tower at last collapses as the symbolic representation of the danger that is about to unfold. Leave the World Behind references an episode of The West Wing to explain Ruth's motivations. Like many people in today's technology-obsessed era, Rose Sanford understands the world through the media she consumes. It is fitting then that when Rose attempts to explain her fears to her mother, Amanda, she does it by reflecting on a story she heard in an episode of the political drama The West Wing. Rose tells the story of a man in an emergency who waited too long for God to save him, and that she feels the time for her to act has come. The juxtaposition between Rose living through a real-life disaster situation and utilizing the lessons she learned from television highlights the movie's message of a media-obsessed society. Number 4, Donnie Darko. Leave the World Behind, Ruth compares Rose's strange behavior to Donnie Darko. It is not just Rose Sanford who sees the world through media, as even Ruth Scott, the young, distrustful woman played by Mayala, whose house the Sanfords are staying in, describes Rose as the little girl who keeps staring into the woods like Donnie Darko. This is a reference to the 2001 science fiction thriller Donnie Darko, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. In the film, Donnie Darko has premonitions about an impending impending disaster, and much like Ruth appears as obsessive and strange, the fact that the younger character's references always come from media made before their time highlights the disconnect the younger generation feels to the modern world. Number 4? Number 4. Number 4. Leave the World Behind gives insights into the character through their clothing. A lot can be inferred from the clothing that various characters wear throughout Leave the World Behind. The media professor Clay Sanford, played by Ethan Hawke, sports a band t-shirt from the 1990s riot girl feminist punk group Bikini Kill, hinting at his progressive forward-thinking and humanist world outlook. The eldest Sanford son, Archie, played by Charlie Evans, is seen wearing an Obey clothing t-shirt, itself a reference to the 1988 John Carpenter film They Live, which similarly deals with society's obsession with mass media. Finally, Ruth Sanford's NASA shirt aligns with the character's desire of escapism and her head in the clouds' obsession with television. Interesting. And Leave the World Behind features many allusions to Sam Esmail, previous Mr. Robot, Project Robot. Leave the World Behind, written and directed by Mr. Robot creator Sam Esmail, and is full of references to the hacker drama series. The first allusion comes when Doomsday Prepper Danny, played by Kevin Bacon. Okay, I was like, who is that guy? I couldn't remember his name. Is loading his truck filled with yellow buckets that have E-Corp labeling, the evil corporation from Mr. Robot, and later Amanda's laptop also bears the E-Corp label. Amanda is also reading Beach Towel, a fictitious novel written by Mr. Robot character Irving. Eagle-eyed viewers will also know the hacking mentioned by Ruth that almost caused a nuclear meltdown at a power plant in New Jersey is also a reference to Mr. Robot. Number 6. Leave the World Behind uses deer as a symbol for bad ones. One major symbol that reappears throughout the Leave Behind is that of the deer. While Amanda first comments on their appearance, Clay is quick to assert that seeing deer is a good omen before clarifying, at least according to Mesoamerican mythology. This clarification is necessary, as in Greek mythology, a deer is associated with death due to Greek leader Agamemnon killing one in sacrifice to the goddess Artemis. Or in Kurdish culture, the deer represents bad luck as society's plight continues to worsen through Leave the World Behind, and more deer start to appear. It is confirmed these deer are in fact not a good omen. Now we'll get into some facts. The picture of the waves in the upper bedroom changes during the movie. The tide is rising. Same applies for the black and white picture in the living room, which resemble a changed Rorschach picture. Kevin Bacon's character is very detailed prepper. He has a willow tree growing in his yard. Estella and Asa aspirin is synthesized from willow bark. G.H.'s neighbor last name is Huxley, in homage to Aldous Huxley, who wrote Brave New World and other novels that painted pictures of dystopian futures where technology has become the thing that corrupts humanity and is used as a way to harm people. Amanda's laptop and the emergency kits that Danny buys at the store are made by E-Corp, a fictional corporation that was central to the plot of the previous project written by writer Dr. Sam Esmail. The series Mr. Robot in 2015, a book, Beach Towel, written by another Mr. Robot character, Irving, also appears. The flyer and airbag that said "Death to America" on the front and said on the back, "We ask you to pay immediate attention to what we see in this publication. We have the most dangerous and destructive explosives in history, and we leave the horrific fact for you to contemplate and stress the validity of what is said. I'm using this on your land, and steps must be taken to stop resistance built for peace, surrender of your land." Actress Julia Roberts played Amanda, and her on-screen daughter Farrah Mackenzie Rose really bonded when making the movie. Roberts is famous for being a barefoot girl in real life. In real life, spent a good deal of the movie in bare feet, and Mackenzie made it a point to follow suit by going barefoot herself on camera whenever she was able. In the scene where Rose first encounters the pachyderm in the living room yard, she insisted on going in bare feet. She even recommended the shot that shows a close-up of her bare feet walking across the lawn. Mackenzie did so because she felt that's the way Roberts would have done the shot. Oh, that's kind of cute. Ruth states that watching Friends was like nostalgic for the first time for a time that never existed. This line is near verbatim of a Jello Biafra and Mojo Nixon composition, "Nostalgia for an Age That Never Existed," that was released in March of '94, just 6 months prior to the debut of Friends. While the lyrics describe the trends of romanticizing past decades, it is also a condemnation of idealizing current times, being seen here in the eyes of the present as precisely the same thing. The son Archie wears an Old Bay t-shirt with Andre the Giant image. This is artwork by Shepard Fairey, who is best known for Barack Obama Hope artwork. Barack and Michelle Obama serve as executive producers on this film, which I am very curious as to why they were. And lastly, in this movie, Julia Roberts' character, daughter Rose, is obsessed with Friends. Not only did Julia Roberts guest star in an episode of Friends, she also dated Matthew Perry for a short time. I don't, obviously we all know Friends was in it. I don't know why I said that. I'll give you one more just because I said that, and yeah, the color blue seems very prominent throughout the movie, especially around the Sanford family. The Sanford's bedroom, the clothes Amanda wears, their car, and other minor details are all blue. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen the movie, what you think of it, and if you think it could happen in real life, or what your theories are behind the movie, because there has been a lot of theories on TikTok, so I'm curious to know what your theories are, what your opinions are. Comment below what you loved about the movie, what you didn't like about the movie, and we'll chat soon. Have an awesome rest of your weekend. Bye now.